I need to know how to update Vizio Smart TV firmware.
For a lot of their TVs, assuming it is set to automatically update, it will update on its own as long as it has a working internet connection.
It isn't updating.
I've heard of Vizio TVs that get stuck searching for available updates, loading them and then starting all over.
What do you do about that?
The problem isn't solved by power cycling the router or even the TV. Well, turning off the internet might pause it at the searching stage.
But when it gets into that mode, it doesn't stop.
You can stop it by going to Menu, Network, WPS, and once it starts trying to do WPS, cancel it.
That kills the network connection.
Yes, but you can reconnect to the network and it should stop trying to search for updates at this point.
I'd have to try to remember my network password.
If you don't have the right network password in the network settings, it won't be able to connect at all. That's a problem, but different than the one you asked me about.
I could just switch to a wired connection to get around this.
If you have a wired connection, disconnecting the Ethernet cable, try to connect to the internet, cancel, reconnect cable, let it connect.
I think I have an internet connection for the TV, I just don't know how to get it to update.
If it isn't updating on its own, you can download the update off the Vizio website.
I know you have to format the flash drive you download that onto with a FAT32 file system.
First you want to make sure that you have the right model number for your TV entered into the search option on the Vizio website, because if you install the wrong update, you'll have whole new problems.
So you pick the right firmware and download it, then save the file to the thumb drive.
You should save the firmware as an IMG file if it isn't already.
It downloads as an IMG file.
So save it as FWSU file name, because that's what is most likely to work.
Anything that works is progress for me right now.
The right way to do the update is turn off the TV, plug in the flash drive to the right port, turn on the TV and it should start updating the firmware.
How do I know if it really worked?
Wait until the Vizio logo shows up and everything else disappears off the screen, because that's a sign it is done.
And then I can watch TV.
And then you can power cycle the TV to make the firmware update take effect, then push the info button to see if the firmware is updated.
That would be menu, system information. And if it is the newest sequence, then I don't have to worry about updates for a while.
Or just make sure the TV has a good Wi-Fi or a wired connection so it can get the next update anytime it needs it, but you may need to manually adjust the sharpness and other factors on the TV after the update.